Hey guys, okay, this is Investor X. Today I want to be doing an analysis on LIT USDT. This is a crypto token. So this is actually one of my favorites. If you are in my community in Telegram, you'll get to understand what I'm saying. So it's actually one of my favorites. I've kind of studied this token for a very long period of time now. So this is my analysis at the moment, and I also have shared the free signal on my Telegram channel. So if you're not in my Telegram channel yet, I think you need to be in my Telegram channel, because I do drop free signals there from time to time, weekly. So I will be dropping a link in the description box. So just go right there and click the link and have access to my Telegram channel. It's for free. I drop weekly free signals there. So share the link to your friends and family, and let's see on the inside. Okay, so now let's quickly do a top-down analysis for LIT USDT exchanges BINANCE. You can see some on some other exchanges like Coin and the rest of them, but exchange I recommend is BINANCE. So that's where I will be buying mine when it gets to my entry point. So that's actually what I'm waiting for. So then now let's do a top-down analysis. I'll go down from monthly down to the lower time frame, so you can see a bigger picture and know what to decide in the market about LIT. So now this is the monthly chart. Okay, this is the monthly chart. You can see here, that I will have an ascending channel of this form. When I say ascending channel, I mean this. I have an ascending channel right there, and price is just going up, coming down, going up, coming down, going up, coming down. So this is just what prices has been doing on the monthly time frame. Just this going up, coming down, getting higher highs and higher lows. So that's what price is doing at the moment. It is an ascending channel. So then you can see that here we have a trend line, and here we have an upper trend line here too. Then going down to the weekly time frame, going down to the weekly time frame. Now looking at it here, you can see that this is where the ascending channel gets clearer and clearer. So I was on the monthly, maybe you couldn't see it enough. Now I have zoomed it out. So now you can see that this is an ascending channel here. Price is getting a high. This low is lower than this low. This low is lower than this low, and the new low that is created already is lower than this low. So now we have high high, we have high high here too. Now if you watch here, you can see that price initially was in a downtrend here and broke through this trend to the upside. You watch here, there was some form of a wedge there that price broke out from. So it was how it looked like. There was some form of a wedge there that price broke to the upside. So this is for the weekly time frame. So price broke to the upside this way. Now price broke to the upside and it retested this second high here. We have a second high here. Price retested this second high here, which is the same thing that happened this place. Look at it right there. So price retested this second high here. Actually, this analysis from here to this point, I cut it and I sent it to the group too. So I traded that particular token there to some point, and I left for price to get to that high there. So I left somewhere at this point, so for price could get to this high here. Now consider I would have two lower highs there, at the moment. So now this is what price is trying to do. That breakout from that previous wedge, which is this one below here on the weekly time frame. If you see, price tested here and came back for a retest on that particular trend. So now something like this, let me show you guys. So this is actually what price did. This is actually what price did. This way. Then price broke out to the upside to touch the second high there. and then came down to retest, then left again. Now this is current position of the price on LIT. So now it's on a downward movement again to the downside. So now it's on a downward movement again to the downside this week. So now this is where everything gets clearer and clearer. So I had to do the analysis. I saw the movement down. I saw the movement coming down. So then I could not get in because I was waiting for it to come test this particular trend there, but then it couldn't test this particular trend there. Okay, let's go down to the daily so I'll show you guys something. This is a clearer view again. So now price couldn't come test. I was waiting for it on this particular trend here. You can see my line marked out there. So I was waiting for price to come down to that position to come test it, but then price couldn't come down there. So I had to leave it. I didn't buy into the market, okay, because it didn't get my entry point. Remember, patience is the game. Trading is the name and patience is the game. So when you're patient enough for the price to get to your setup point and meet all your confidences, that gives you enough confidence to, leave your trade for a very long time to run through to your take profit point. So price didn't get my entry, but then it obeyed a lower trend. This is a downtrend. It obeyed a lower trend here to pick up what a base there. It made a minor support there. Look at, there's a hammer candlestick created there. So it made a minor support there to just take off. Now this movement to the upside, I couldn't catch it. I just left the market to be going. So what I had to do was just go look for a new entry in the market to be able to ride LIT USDT to the take profit point. So what I had to do was, this is a daily time frame now, guys. We're on daily time frame. So what I had to do was bring up my Fibonacci. Okay, I brought up my Fibonacci and I placed it on the most recent swing low there, most recent swing high there. Sorry, I placed it on the most recent swing high there, and I brought it down to the 0 level, which is this one. This is the low that is created there at the moment before you left. So I brought it down there. Then now I put this particular arrow here that price will come test this 618 level at this point. So actually what I do is, once I put my Fibonacci, I will just use a rectangle and push from 618 here to this point. So whatever price does in these areas, if I see weak rejections, then I know that yes, price is actually going to reverse from these areas to the downside. So that's how I got that entry there to come down. Then I actually sent it to the group too before anything could happen. Let me show you guys. I have to share the screen and show you what I'm saying. So now this is actually where I did my analysis and everything, and I left it for a while waiting for price to get my entry before I could enter. So this is it. This was the previous analysis for price started retracing. So I already had it here positioned and waiting for price to react to my analysis, so I can confirm that yes, I'm on the right track with what I am analyzing about the market on LIT USDT. So back on the chart. So now that's how I got my entry here. The price should reverse to this level right here. So this is the 0 level, and we already had a first touch on that level. This is the first one, this is the second one. So we're having another one here going to give us a triple bottom. Now you guys know what triple bottom usually signifies on the chart. That was kind of a bottom there. So this is the second one, and we are going to have maybe a third one here to give us the triple bottom right there. And triple bottom usually is also a chart pattern too, and it signifies that there is going to be a bullish movement to the upside if price is coming down, so it's going to reverse again to the upside. Now let's say this is not a triple bottom, that this is omitted right here. We still have a double bottom here, and this double bottom also signifies that price is going to be bullish to the upside. So be it triple, be it double, price is bullish for LIT USDT, but then it has to come test a base before it moves. Then you can see that here we have a minor support that our price has reacted in the past and moved that from it. So that minor support is what price broke here to come create a support here, then move to the upside to test that zone above there. You can see this long wick here, that's rejection there. That's where I brought out, that's where I brought my resistance out from. That rejection there. We'll go down to 4 hours. Let's see if it gets clearer there. So you can see that was a huge rejection here this week. So that's where I drew my resistance. I know that price, this huge rejection here from the sellers, I know that price was going to react to that point. So that's why I put my resistance at that point to, get to the downside. So back on the daily time frame. Back on the daily time frame now, guys. So how I figured out this box again here to get my entry for the market again. Now we know that this is already a support at this moment. This is already a support at this moment. You can see a candlestick there, a hammer candlestick, and this is daily time frame. And see that there is a normal takeoff from that particular base from the lower time frame. Let's see. Let's go down to 4 hours. You go down to 4 hours and see what price did there. So let me extend this to that base there. Let me extend it here. So let's see what price did on that on the 4 hour time frame. That particular blocks. So you can see that there is a trading at that moment. So this is actually a good base. Okay, this is actually a good base. So price is coming back to this point. So now what I did to get my entry at the moment, which is at this place $0.865 per LIT. So what I did to get my entry was I brought out my fib tool again. So let me delete this previous one. I brought out my fib tool again and I placed it on this support here. And I placed it on the most recent high too, which is this point. Now it gives me my entry position. My entry position here now is going to be at 618. You see that at that point it is 8. So I told you initially that what I do is I put a box here and see the reaction of price at those levels. You see that 618 price broke through 618. Price broke through 618. We tell you that because there wasn't any. You see that there is no red candle. There is no sign of bearish anything here. So that's why I think that's why price broke to the downside, and you can see there's a minor support here too. So that price is trying to respect this place. And see this 618 again. We had a weak rejection at this point today. This bearish movement here, we had a weak rejection here. So now price is testing. Now if price breaks through this point here, where it's going to find its mini support is going to be at this 718, which is from this base right here from the daily time frame. So price is going to find its support here. That's why I see my entry is just right below this 786 level. Now I'm going to enter from this point. Now I'll drive it all the way. This is going to be my TP1 at 1.3. Going to be my TP1 at 1.3. That is a long prospect for price to be bullish. So this is going to be my TP1 at 1.3. I think we should have a little bit of retracement to the downside. Then move again. My TP2 is going to be 1.6. Then my TP3 is going to be 1.8. So that is what I figured out about LIT USDT at the moment. And I'm actually going to buy into this market when it gets to my entry. So that's why I try to do this analysis. I'm not even going in depth, because if I start to analyze this from the beginning down to the 5-minute time frame, it's going to be a very long video here. So that's why I'm just taking it very easy and simplifying it to the most easy way for everybody to understand. So that's what I'm looking at for on LIT USDT. So until next time, that will be it, guys. On any other token I will have to analyze and still post here on YouTube. So please, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share my links to your friends and family, and let's connect. Okay, now my Telegram link will be in the description box, so that will give you access to my channel. Let's meet on the inside. See you soon. Thanks.